that don't know my journey with the company, I am a Sapphire manager. I am 17 years in Forever, and my journey started when my eldest was only 3 years old. So he was a little boy, and I was looking for a way that I could be at home with him, have flexible working life balance, be more present, be a more present mum, which I think is what a lot of people want nowadays. And I think, you know, when you look at Forever at the moment and you look at the way we're in a changing world where people are looking for more flexible ways to work, for sure. And we are looking for more choices. We are looking for the better work-life balance. We're looking for flexibility. We're looking for so many different things that Forever can give you, 1,000,000% can give you. So that's what I was looking for. I learned to build my business in a very traditional manner before social media, you know, before WhatsApp, before Facebook, before Instagram. I did it all the old-fashioned traditional way. So I know both sides of that coin, and I know the importance of having presence both on a face-to-face value and also on social media and with all the different tools that we have nowadays, for sure. So I'm here this evening or this morning or wherever you are in the world. I'm here with you guys for the next half hour, 40 minutes or so, to kind of talk through with you how to use WhatsApp. And I'm going to explain to you the difference WhatsApp has made in my business as well, and the importance of retail and how you can really increase your retail and your CCs using WhatsApp. And it's something that we have our hands on every day, and yet it's something that as business owners, a lot of us ignore and we don't use to the full value that we should do. So let me know in the comments, do you use WhatsApp? First of all, do you use WhatsApp? And then let me know, do you use it for business? Would you connect with customers using WhatsApp? Do you currently hold WhatsApp events? So I'd love to know that as well. So I use it for my own customers, and I use it to help my team as well launch their own businesses anywhere in the world. So that's what's amazing about WhatsApp. You know, everyone has it. Most people do anyway. And if they don't, it can easily be downloaded. So it can easily be downloaded onto any device. So I am here. So I'm still admitting, oh my goodness, there's so many people. I'm still admitting here. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, what are we paid to do? Well, I am super, super, super passionate about the power of retail and about the power of what WhatsApp's going to do for you and your team, and super, super passionate about retail. But what exactly are we paid to do? So we are paid. Okay, so think about it. I want you to think about it for a second. And what is your initial answer in your mind about what we are paid to do on a daily basis? So we're all business owners here on the call. What are we paid to do? Sometimes we can be thinking about our business 24/7. Can anyone relate to that? You know, it can be in your mind all the time. The business is in our mind. The company is in our mind. For goodness sake, I'm in the shower, I'm thinking about my business. I wake up during the night, I think about my business. Different things come to me at different times. So we could be thinking about it 24/7, but that's not building it. You need to become very clear about what we get paid to do and then work on that every day. So the income producing activities. What income producing activities are you doing for your business that you will get paid on every single month? So we get paid to work on our TLTs, our tiny little things, the tiny little things that when done day in, day out, when we do them repeatedly, when we do them consistently, they become the non-negotiables that are going to build your business. So you're going to build your business doing these TLTs. So just thinking isn't doing. Just thinking isn't putting money in your bank and isn't going to give you the freedom that this business can give you. So this business that you have your hands on, we are all doing it for different reasons. We all have our own why. And remember, your why can change. Your goal can change. The goalposts are changed all the time, but you are the one changing it. And that's what I'm so passionate about, because when I look back to 17 years ago, when I joined this business, I only joined for retail. I joined for that small extra income that I could build around my kiddies and not go out to work. So it was that goal of mine. And then immediately I was able to earn that immediately. I was having, that €50, €100 per week coming into my home, which for a mom at home with her kids is really, really good money. And I could see such value in the recommendation of just recommending product and getting paid for it. And as time went on and I became more comfortable with the company, I became more confident in myself, my belief was building, everything was changing for me. And that is the wonderful thing about Forever, is that when your belief changes and you feel more ready to do more, guess what? Your business changes with you and you can simply do more, which is great. So what we are paid to do at the end of the day, whether you want retail or whether you want to build a bigger residual style income, your business, okay, what you are paid to do is put your business in front of new eyeballs all the time. So put your business in front of new eyeballs all the time. It's actually so simple. This business is so simple. And yet so many of us complicate it and we make it harder for ourselves when it is just the same basic principles that we need to do all the time. We get paid to put our business in front of new eyeballs every single day. We need to expose, to have good exposure of our products and our services. So our business and our product in front of new eyeballs all the time. I think the issue an awful lot of the time, lots of people join us and they expect to build a solid business just on family and friends. Very rarely does that happen, because what will happen is, we practice. I say all the time, we practice on our family and friends. We practice on our warm market. We develop our skills. We become better at what we do by, in our early journey in Forever. And sometimes what happens then is people, when they don't get FBOs, when you don't get that instant lift off in your business, you quit because you think this isn't working. Or you do it, very, very sporadically and very, very much as a hobby for 6 months or a year, and it hasn't taken off like you want. So you quit. But remember, Forever never, ever, ever fails anybody. People quit. And that, my friend, is the difference. So you're not going to be a quitter. You're going to stay with this and you're going to work the very, very simple business system, the same business building system that we all have. And this is the thing. What makes one person successful in Forever and somebody else struggling? We have the same business. We have the same product. We have the same compensation plan. We have everything available to us. And yet consistency, focus, and working it as a business. Okay, so this is a business. So remember the eyeballs, exposing your product to new sets of eyeballs. If somebody is not supporting you, stop talking about the product to them. If somebody is, being negative, as we say here in Ireland, negative Nellies, the neg Nellies. If someone is being negative, don't be talking. Don't be trying to persuade them. Otherwise, you're going to waste your energy when you can put that energy into something so good and put that energy into something else, which is so powerful, which is talking to new people. Imagine if you opened a shop in the morning. Imagine if you opened a shop in the morning and you had that shop open and you had invested maybe, I don't know, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 into this shop to open it, to stock it. And you were like, yay, this is my new business. And you're telling your family and friends and you're telling everybody. Would you expect to only have family and friends in that shop? Of course not. Because the thing is, an awful lot of family and friends will actually keep walking and they won't shop with you and they'll shop with the shop next door. And that is a harsh reality of what we're dealing with in any business. So it's not just network marketing. If you had a normal company, a normal, traditional shop, the exact same would happen. Okay. You're not going to build your business just on family, friends, acquaintances. We practice on those. Yeah, we share our product, but it's not where you will eventually, when you look at business, long-standing businesses. So I'm a Sapphire manager. I have people in my team that I did not know. Most of the people in my team I did not know before I joined Forever. The people that I'm working with now, I did not know. Okay, I did not know. They joined me. So you need to remember that part as well. So in network marketing, we market to our network. We market to our network. What about your who do you know list? Does that sound familiar to you as well? Yeah. So your who do you know list is marketing to your network. And this here is something that I am very, very passionate about. Very passionate about. The power of chit chat in every aspect of your life. So when I look back 17 years ago, before I joined Forever, I was a very, very shy person. I was a very, very quiet person. I was an introvert for sure. If I went to a meeting or I went to events, I'd be sitting at the back of the room. Now I'll speak on global platforms. I will speak anywhere to anyone about our company, about our products, because I'm so passionate about them. And remember, our business changes as you do. So you might be thinking to yourself here this evening, oh, I'm very quiet. I like to keep myself to myself. I'm very quiet. I'm very, I don't really know how to talk to people. I don't really know how to do chit chat. But when you think about it, definitely with us Irish, we have the gift of chit chat. We can chit chat. My husband to say to me, Niamh, you would talk to the wall if you thought the wall would talk back. Okay, so that goes for everybody. You can learn how to chit chat. You can learn how to be interested in people and how to do it in a genuine way that people become almost like your friends, okay, just by developing the skill of chit chat. And as your why changes, so does your business. So you need to work on yourself, your self-development, and all of this will come. It's a never-ending work in progress. But remember, you take it at your pace. So this is all about your pace, your business at your pace. However, you do need to push yourself out of that comfort zone just a little bit. I still remember my first no. I actually still remember my first no. I remember physically crying because someone had said no to me, until I realized the power in network marketing that the more no's we get, the better the outcome. The more no's we hear, then we know a yes is coming and we know someone is going to join our team or use our product. So I wasn't a networker. I didn't really know how to network, but I learned how. I wasn't into business, but I learned how. I didn't have the skill set, but I learned how. So what I would encourage every single person on this call to do is to have the mindset that you are willing to learn your skill. You are willing to learn how to be a professional network marketer. And when you have that in you and when you have that through you, that you are absolutely committed to learning to make this a success, then guess what? It will be. I learned that I got paid simply to connect with people and chit chat on purpose. So there's a really big difference between chit chatting and chit chatting on purpose. So if you can chit chat on purpose where okay, you know what you need to do. You know that you need to bring up the product, the company. There's a business presentation every Tuesday night now for Australia. I'm hosting a business presentation. So you have that in the back of your mind all the time, that you can talk to people about the business, that you have tools now that you can actually connect people to, that you can engage people. So let's have a look. The power of retail. So when we look at WhatsApp and we look at all the different things you can do with the power of retail, we're in a network marketing company, okay? So the network marketing company, the most important part of it, yes, is sharing the business, but it's all of us using the product. So it's using the product. Yes, I have a residual income business. I have a business where I can, take time out and still get paid. I'll get paid even if I retire tomorrow. I have a business for life. I have an income for life. And I'm so, so grateful. And I don't think I could ever repay Forever for the freedom it's given me and the flexibility that it's given myself and my family. What you have your hands on is truly remarkable. But this whole marketing plan is powered on using the product and retailing the product. Because if nobody's retailing, if nobody's using and nobody's retailing, then there's no volume. And if there's no volume, nobody gets paid. And that is the reality when we look at our business and our marketing plan. So we need to use the product. It's all down to retail. Recommending a phenomenal product. My number one tip to everybody, and I hope you have pen and paper and that you're writing these things down, is to become a raving fan. Become a raving fan. Become the biggest cheerleader of your own product. Become the biggest cheerleader of your own business. So that when somebody comes into your home, that there's a soap, that they go into your bathroom, they're using the soap, they see the toothpaste there, they see the shampoo and conditioner in the shower. They walk in, they open the fridge to take out some milk to make a cup of tea, and they see the aloe vera in the fridge. They see the peaches or the berry nectar or the plain gel. They see the RG. They see your Arctic Sea. They see the lip balm. They see product that you are using. When you get up in the morning, you get into the shower, you should be using your own product. When you're putting on your moisturizers, cleaning your face, washing your body, your own product. Why do we do this? We do this so that we can say confidently that these products are amazing. Let me know in the chat bar, who drinks aloe vera? We've over 60 people on this morning, which is fantastic. Which aloe vera do you drink? What are your favorite products? Let me know. I love looking back through the chat after a training. Let me know. Are you a raving fan? Would you consider yourself a raving fan? And I want you to think about that. Become a raving fan. Because if you use it, you can talk passionately about it. Then you don't come across as a salesperson. More like someone who cares. Someone who's using the product, is recommending it, and who cares and can easily recommend a product with a money-back guarantee. Don't forget, we have a money-back guarantee. Even now, 17 years later, most months I'm in the top retailers in Ireland. I love retail. I was only out last night. I went out with James and the kids, and I was doing a few deliveries. We made a little trip of it. We all went out in the car, and I delivered to 3 customers last night. I personally delivered to them. 2 of them were new customers, and it was lovely to connect. If you have anybody local to you, look after them face to face. You cannot beat the face to face power of our product and being able to chit chat to customers. So the volume of sales in the team is phenomenal too. So I don't just have great retail myself. I have great retail all down through my team. And it's all down through the love of the product, networking on purpose, and talking to people. And if you are doing it, your team will do it, because you'll be able to teach your team how to do the same as well. And you will build a business that will most definitely stand the test of time, because you don't want a business that is going to be gone, that you don't build properly. So you need to be able to build it properly. So let's look at, very quickly, before we go into WhatsApp, let's look at the retail activities. This all leads into WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is just a tool that you're going to use, but this all backs it up. Remember, people do business with people that they like, know, and trust. And that's half the battle. If people can like you, know you, and trust you, they will open up, they will talk to you, and they will be able to share experiences with you and what they need in their life. And that makes it so much easier for us to help them as well. Let's look at retail activities. Remember. Facts tell, but stories sell. Facts tell, but stories sell. You don't need to know everything about everything. You really don't. When we look at social media, okay, so these are some of the retail activities. Social media. Social media gives social proof. Okay, social media gives social proof. It shows in social media that you're using the products. If you're posting what you should be posting, and you're using social media the way it should be used, then absolutely, most definitely, it'll show that you use the products. Social media gives us a chance to do stories, polls, testimonials, customer groups. I have 3 customer groups, and they are for my team and myself. And the customer groups are fantastic. We have over 150,000 people over 3 customer groups, all engaging in our products. We have a very, very clear marketing strategy. So you need to think to yourself, what is your marketing strategy? And ask people for testimonials. Ask people to give you a referral. People are so kind, and you just need to ask. People are so supportive, but we need to get out of our own way and ask. What about product launches? You can do product launches online, face-to-face. At the end of a day, a product launch, getting into someone's home, is incredible. It is money in your pocket. If you can get into someone's home and display the products and talk about the products and let people try them and not be pushy, not come across as this hard salesperson, but more someone that is honestly recommending something that they love, then it makes it so easy to retail these products. Pop-up events. Oh, who loves a pop-up event? So pop-up events, you can have a pop-up shop, a pop-up aloe bar in gyms, sports clubs, beauty salons, shopping centers, absolutely anywhere. Anywhere that there's people. I always say anywhere that there's people, you can have a pop-up shop. Exhibitions. And it's great because you get to talk to people, you get to let them try aloe, talk to them, have questionnaires, have your business cards, have samples, and that you walk away with lots and lots of contacts. And that's the idea of pop-up events. You don't go to a pop-up event with the sole purpose of purely selling product there and then, because sometimes that doesn't work out. What about experience packs? Experience packs, again, you make up a pack. You might have a skincare pack. You might have a personal usage pack. And you let people try these experience packs in their homes for 24 to 48 hours. And then you pick up the pack and they get to, they can buy product off you at that point. So the experience packs are very, very good. What about interviews? So interview a customer on social media. Interview somebody into your product group. Remember, facts tell, but stories sell. So hear their stories, get their testimonials, talk. What about product brochures? So product brochures are a fantastic way. Personally, I wouldn't go putting a load of brochures in any shops or anything like that, because 9 times out of 10, they will just be put in the bin and they're too expensive for that. So what you're going to do with product brochures is you're going to contact your local offices, contact your local schools. Who do you know that works in a local school that could maybe bring in some product brochures and samples for you into the staff room? What about, product brochures, current customers? Make sure they all have a product brochure. What about putting on social media who would like a free sample pack? Who would like a free sample pack with a product brochure, and you just get loads of little samples together with a brochure and you drop it into someone? All of these ways are going to help you build your business. Promotions. Let's have a look at promotions. Celebration days. We have World Eczema Day, World Menopause Day, Mother's Day. So, when you're on social media and you have a product group, make sure you're posting into your product group, wishing everyone happy Mother's Day. Just pop in and wish everybody happy Friday. Yeah. So when you're doing these kind of things, it's heightening your level of engagement, which is helping the algorithm in your social media. So it all adds up. All of these activities. So when we look at retail and we look at increasing our retail and put money in our pocket, it isn't just one thing. It's all of these things. What I wanted to talk to you guys about this evening specifically is WhatsApp. And why do I want to talk about WhatsApp? Well, I feel that WhatsApp is definitely something that is not used enough. I, for one, I know I was dragged into using WhatsApp, dragged in, actually kicking and screaming. I had no interest in WhatsApp at all, because in my mind, I was kind of thinking, well, you know, I use everything. I'm on Messenger, I'm on Instagram, I'm on, you know, I message, you can message me on anything, but I don't want WhatsApp. I had no interest. So I was literally dragged in, kicking and screaming. But I'm so glad I did. And I'm so glad I embraced WhatsApp. Why? So many people are using it. So many people are using WhatsApp. So what is so wonderful about WhatsApp? Let me know in the chat bar. Right now, we've over 60 people on, which is amazing. I want to know, are you on WhatsApp and do you use it? Come on, let me know, let me know, let me know. Okay, so why WhatsApp? So many people are using it. Take a look, guys. Over 2 billion users use WhatsApp. Okay, so 2 billion users globally. It's accessible, it's cost effective, it's free to use. It's instant communication. More people will open a WhatsApp quicker than any other platform. I want you to listen to that again. Most people will open a WhatsApp quicker than any other platform. I know here in Ireland, we get our communication from the schools on WhatsApp. We have the football clubs mail the parents on WhatsApp. We have important things are being delivered on WhatsApp. Why is that? Because we know that WhatsApp works. We know that businesses are communicating by WhatsApp because more people will open them. More people will open a WhatsApp than any other platform. So why don't we use it more? Like, why don't we? Ask yourself that question. Why aren't I using WhatsApp more? We have full multimedia support. You can send images, texts, voicemails. It's a really, really good platform to start familiarizing yourself with and using it for business. So what I want to talk to you about this evening is, in particular, using it for retail activities and hosting a WhatsApp event. So you can host a WhatsApp event for yourself, or possibly for one of your team, current team, or maybe you could incorporate it into a new, sorry, I'm just admitting people here. I get sidetracked when all these things start popping up on the screen. So when you have a new person joining you, so your onboarding system, maybe you can incorporate it into that as well. So I had a WhatsApp launch. I don't know if Aoife is on today, but a gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful lady called Aoife has just joined my team. And we had a WhatsApp launch for her only a few days ago. And it was fantastic, absolutely phenomenal event. And I'm so pleased that it went so well. And, you know, some WhatsApp events aren't amazing. Some of them are absolutely brilliant, but you take the good with the bad. And that's what I say all the time. You could have an in-person launch. That's absolutely fantastic. And then you could have an in-person launch that's not so good for sales. So you just take the good with the not so good. So let's have a look at hosting your event. So the idea, if you remember back to the start, and I was talking about eyeballs, and I was talking about, you know, being able to put your product in front of new eyeballs all the time. In theory, you could host a WhatsApp event every day. In theory, you could host a WhatsApp event 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. But it's all about organization. And that's 1,000,000% what it comes down to. I do think, you know, COVID times and the times that we've gone through, you know, it has changed the way we do business. It has. There's no denying it. People are looking at alternative ways. I went from a very, I would have always done in-person launches all the time in people's homes. And now we do the majority of them are WhatsApp, on Zoom. And then, if someone wants to do an in-person launch, absolutely, we will do it. But the WhatsApp events really are great for, I suppose, they're so easy. They're so, so, so easy. You cannot beat eyeball to eyeball. Okay, so it's a belly to belly, eyeball to eyeball business. But when you're building a big business, WhatsApp events are so, so easy. I look at the old ways. So when I started in Forever 17 years ago, there was no social media. There was none at all. So I had to literally go in the car and drive the length of Ireland building my business. I was all over the country. And then we introduced, I suppose, social media became such a big thing. So I started doing an awful lot more on social media. And now we've kind of gone full circle where we're looking at new ways all the time. So WhatsApp is definitely a new way. There's no taxation on you. It's easy. It's anywhere. You can be in any country and launch anybody anywhere with their new business. Whatever I can do to make my life easier, building my business, I will do it. And I want to make sure that whatever I'm doing is duplicatable. And this is duplicatable. So everything has to be duplicatable if you are going to be building a team. Your team have to be doing it easily. So this is very much so something that your team will be able to do. So let's have a look at hosting an event. Who would like to host a WhatsApp event at the start of, so we're at the very end of August now. I want you to set a goal that in the first week in September, you are going to host a WhatsApp event. So let me know in the chat bar who is committed to building your business, committed to trying something new and hosting a WhatsApp event in the first week of September to get your sales in, get your case credits up and get money in your pocket. Let me know who's going to do it. I'm really excited to see this because I love to see that people are willing to take action because action is key. Action, action, action. Okay, so another thing that's key is organization. Hosting your event, if you are organized, it is going to be so much easier for you. I know this because I've tried on one or two occasions doing a last minute event. So deciding at 3 o'clock in the afternoon that I'd host one for 8 o'clock in the evening. And guess what? It wasn't that successful. It was difficult. It was stressful. And it wasn't that successful. And, that would kind of turn you off doing them. But I knew that it was my fault, that I was lazy and that I hadn't given it the time that it needed. So I'm going to share with you exactly how to do it and how to increase your retail, but how to do this WhatsApp event where it's going to be seamless, it's going to be professional, and you're going to get such good results, you're going to want to do another one. So organization is key. You need to decide the day, the time, and the theme as well. So you might decide, so today, what day are we today? Today is Thursday. You might decide that you're going to do one next Tuesday evening or next Wednesday evening. So to give yourself, 5 days, 7 days notice. So you're going to pick the day, you're going to pick the time. Generally, we would say, 8:30 p.m. in the evening here in Ireland anyway. Let everybody get their kids to bed, the little kiddies. So maybe 8:30 time in the evening. And then a theme as well. So what is your theme going to be? Could it be weight management event? Could it be Mother's Day? What about Black Friday? What about month end? What about just a Happy Friday event? It can be absolutely any theme you want it to be. Remember, you are in control. You are in control of what you do. Okay, so you are in control. It's your business. So you need to decide, but you need to treat it like a business and really, really take action on it as well. Okay, so decide the day, decide the time, decide the theme, and then you need to get inviting. Okay, so then you need to get inviting. So this comes down to your list. Oh my goodness. You will be forever writing lists. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Forever writing lists. Your who do you know list is a constantly expanding list. And it is not something that you will write once and that will be it. It will be something that you will be constantly adding to. So with your list, you're going to reach out. Okay. So you're going to reach out to people and start inviting. The good news, the really, really good news, is that a WhatsApp group can hold over 1,000 participants. So not that you're probably going to have 1,000 people on it, but you know, if you had 30, 40, 50 people on a group, wouldn't that be incredible? You could have a smaller group. You could have 10 or 15 people. But the way I look at it, if you're going to go to the trouble of hosting an event, sorting all the messages, sorting all the images, giving yourself that time, you know, to be committed to doing the event, instead of having 10 people, have 20. Instead of having 20, have 40. The more people you have on the event, the more people will order product. Will everybody order product? Of course not. Remember, you do not know at that time in that person's life whether they have the funds to order product from you. They might need to wait until payday. They might need to. They might need to wait until the following week, until they've paid for their children's activities or until they have paid a certain bill that's due. They might not there and then be able to afford to buy off you, but it doesn't mean that they're not interested. And this is really, really important as well. It doesn't mean that they're not interested. So to get the people, to invite them, you're going to start inviting. You're going to reach out. And you're going to invite them and you're going to ask them, would they be open to having a look at some of your specials? Would they be interested in attending an online event? I always use that word, online event. I don't tell them it's WhatsApp straight away. I say to them, I'd love to show you my specials. Would you be interested in attending an online event next Tuesday at 8 o'clock? I promise it's going to be really, really quick, and I'm sure you would love what we have to offer. Remember, keep it personal. When you're inviting people, it has to be from you. It has to sound like you. You need to have the wording like you. It needs to be from you because you need to be authentic, genuine, and a nice person. Because remember, people will do business with people that they like, know, and trust. What I absolutely loved about WhatsApp when I started using it, it gave me an offline database. I want you to think about that one, an offline database. Where are your contacts currently? Where are you connected with your contacts? So for me, I went from never being on social media. I'm probably one of the last people in the world to join Facebook, to building a massive business on social media. Everything revolved around social media for me, and we built a phenomenal business around social media. And now we're bringing it off social media and connecting with people on a platform like WhatsApp. And what's one of the most powerful things? Okay. What's one of the most powerful things about this? One of the most powerful things about this is that if Facebook was to close tomorrow, you wouldn't have the details of your team. You would, or of your customers. Everything would disappear. So you need to always have your contacts away from social media. So this is what I love about WhatsApp. It's an offline database. And the offline database is so, so powerful. Okay, so the offline database is amazing because you have them. It's a backup plan. It's your backup plan and it's more powerful. Okay, so it's more personal. It's a lot more personal. As I said earlier on, if people get Facebook messages all the time, they don't open them. If they do open them, it's not the same impact. You send someone a WhatsApp, it's immediate. It's just there. It's like, yes, I will answer. I will answer WhatsApp so fast. Messenger, not as fast. Okay. So what you need to do, okay, first thing you need to do is create the group. Okay, so you're going to create the group. Now, I hope you're writing this down. Okay, so you're going to create the group. If you are doing it with your team, okay, so if you're doing it with your team, you create the group and you add your team members first. So yourself, your team members, whoever you're doing it with, you make them all admin. So you edit your admin settings. So if I have 3 team members that I'm doing a big event with, I add the 3 people first. I make them admin. This means that they can add their participants. It is really, really, really important when you are hosting a WhatsApp event that you have saved that person's number in your phone, that you have them saved as a name in your phone. And it's also very important that they have your number saved in their phone as a contact. If you are adding them to a group, the easiest way is if that happens. If it doesn't happen, sometimes they will have in their settings that they can't actually be added to groups. So it's very, very important to have it that way. Okay. So you're going to add your participants the day of the event. So the day of the event or a couple of hours beforehand, everybody adds their participants in. The wonderful thing about WhatsApp, okay, is that if you add everybody in, so you can add everybody in the day of the event and they cannot see anything that was written before that. So if I add my friend in tonight before the event and she's busy. So what if my friend says to me, Niamh, I would love to see your event. I would love to see your product specials, but I'm not around. I'm at football training with the kids, or I'm doing whatever she's doing, whatever excuse she gives you. You say, no problem. Let me just add you. Can I add you to the group? Because if I can add you to the group, you can scroll back at your leisure and take a look at the specials. So once they are in the group before the specials are written, they can go back and look at the different, they can go back and look at the different things that you post. If you wait and add people after you've posted the specials, they won't be able to see them. So that's really, really important to remember. So get them into the group beforehand. This will take a little bit of work. Pre-written specials. So you're going to have all of your specials pre-written and ready to go when the event starts. You're going to make a list either in your notes, or if you use an app called Boards, there's a really good app called Boards. And Boards is a fantastic app that I literally run my business on. And Boards is a place where I hold all of my information about products, about the business, about everything on this one app called Boards. But a lot of people use notes as well. So if you make a list of your products, so you might have the number one thing might be aloe vera drinking gel. So you give a description of it and you give a photograph of the drinking gel. The second one might be the Arctic Sea fish oils. You give a big number 2. So you actually go into Google Images. So go into Google Images and put in number 1, save the photograph. Then go in and put in number 2, save the photograph. Number 3, save the photograph. And then when you're hosting the event and you're actually giving the list of products and explaining to people what the products do, remember, everybody will be in the group at this point. You have your pre-written specials. You give a warning. So you're going to give, say, a 1-hour warning. So beforehand, you're going to give a 1-hour warning and say, 1 hour to go. Can't wait to see you guys soon. Thank you so much for your support. Remember, keep it personal. And then if you have said 8 o'clock, bang on 8 o'clock, you start posting specials. So it's important as well, you know, when we say keep it personal, that there is a nice welcome message. So the welcome message needs to be, again, nice and personal. So if this is just for you, then have the message from you. If it is you're launching someone new, so if you have somebody new that's joined your team and part of your onboarding process is to do a WhatsApp event, then ideally, if the person is comfortable enough to do this, They could do a small video saying, thanks so much for being here, for supporting me on my launch of my new business. And, Niamh is going to come on now and show some specials. So that works really well as well. Okay, so have a personalized start to it and then give all the specials. So if you have 8 or 10 pre-written information on certain amount of products. So a really good one would be, say, we make up some really nice catchy names. So one of them might be SOS Skincare. So SOS Skincare might be aloe vera jelly with aloe propolis cream and maybe the soap. We might have, I don't know, winter health, winter boost might be the drinking gel and possibly the propolis tablets or the bee pollen tablets or the Arctic Sea. We might have, the C9 is fairly self-explanatory, but we do some, maybe some company videos on the C9. So there's so much out there that you can put in to a WhatsApp event, but they are absolutely fantastic. Guys, they're so, so good. I can't even begin to tell you how good they are. You might find that you do a few that maybe aren't as good as you want. But what I would say to you is that's down to the people viewing them and not you. So if you've done a few and they're not great, then you need to just invite other people. We all have so many people that we can invite to these events. We all know hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And so many people now are looking for better health. So many people now are looking for better products that have better ingredients, that are better for you. So don't be thinking to yourself that you're pushing sales. Remember, we are offering these products that we know are good and that we can recommend them to everybody we know. So at the end of it, we give a time frame to order. So we would say, thanks so much for taking part in our event. And this, I've really enjoyed having you on here this evening. If you order before 8 p.m. tomorrow, you will have, you'll be entered into a draw for a free tooth gel or a free moisturizer. Or if you order before 8 o'clock tomorrow, you'll get a free lip balm in your order. I'm all on for incentivizing customers. Incentivizing customers is very, very important. Okay, sorry, I went on there. Okay, so if we have a look, okay, another thing, when you create the group, okay, photograph. Put a photograph in where there is a photograph thing. So I would normally just put a little forever symbol or something about the aloe vera in there. And then there's a description as well. So write something really, really nice in the description. So you're going to edit the admin settings, get yourself and your team as admin. You're going to change the photograph. You're going to put in a description. You're then going to add your participants well in advance. When you have all your participants added, an hour beforehand, you give a 1 hour warning or a 10-minute warning. So, to let people know that you're going to be starting. You also, to let people feel at ease, you say to them, feel free to mute the group. Feel free to mute the group while the event is happening, as it can get a little bit noisy, okay, which it can if you're posting all these specials in the space of half an hour, 40 minutes. It normally takes about half an hour, 40 minutes. Have your specials, have your products all ready to go, whether it's in your notes or on an app like Boards, wherever, have it all ready to go. But the number one thing, guys, remember, people do business with people that they like, know, and trust. So keep it personal. Absolutely keep it personal. And, they will be more inclined to order off you then. And then the time frame to order as well. So to finish up, let me tell you this. The fortune is in the follow-up. This part is actually mission critical. But not everyone is going to do this. A lot of the time we become lazy. We host an event and we just sit there thinking that everyone is going to mail us, but they're not. We need to be proactive. We need to be that person that follows up, because the fortune is in the follow up. It's actually mission critical in your business. And I tell you why. Life is busy. Life is really, really busy for everybody. Sometimes people forget. They might see something, they might be having a very busy evening at home with their kids, or, they might be out for a run, or they might be at the gym, or they might be doing the grocery shopping, or they might be doing whatever, and they just don't get a chance. Okay, so they don't get a chance to look down through the specials. They don't get a chance to mail you with an order, and they forget. And then they're embarrassed because they're like, okay, 3 days have passed, or, I can't really mail leave now. It's very last minute. But this is where you come in. So as a business owner, this is where you need to mail them. So if I host an event on a Friday evening at 8:00, I will never mail somebody that night, but I will mail them the following afternoon. And I'll say, hey, Sarah, thanks so much for joining me last night. I really appreciate the support. I'm wondering, did you see anything that you like? Let me know if there's anything that I can get you. And again, thank you so much for your support. Remember, some will, some won't. So what? It's okay if they don't all order. It's okay if some people just go in to have a look. Let me tell you, when I go to a supermarket or I go to a shopping center, there's lots of shops that I go into and I take a look and I don't buy. Do you? Do you go into a shopping center and maybe go in for a little bit of, retail therapy, but you have a little look around and yeah, nothing really jumps out at me, but I'll keep it in mind. And maybe the following week I might have another little look. Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe I might try that product. It's the same when people look at our product. This is why we need constant exposure and constant chit chat about the product, because they might be thinking about it, but they're not ready to purchase. And that's okay as well. But exposing your product another time to somebody else will do the trick. Even hosting these events is giving you exposure. Even hosting them and talking about them on social media is giving you exposure. It's giving you exposure, giving your product exposure, giving the brand exposure. Okay. And remember, some will be brilliant. Some will be absolutely fantastic. And some won't. And that's okay as well. When we do an in-person event, some of them are brilliant. Some of them won't be. But what we need to remember is that in business in general, that happens. Not everything is going to be plain sailing. Not everything is going to be this fantastic, feel-good thing that happens all the time and that's brilliant and gives incredible results. It's not. And I'm here to tell you that it's not. But if you follow the very, very simple steps that I've told you this evening, and you start doing them, and you start pushing yourself out of your comfort zone to try them, you will have some success. That I can guarantee you. It's out of our comfort zone. Okay, but remember, the magic happens outside of the comfort zone. And that is true. The magic happens outside of the comfort zone. So that's it from me this evening. I'm absolutely delighted to see so many people on. Let me know in the chat bar what has been your number one takeaway from this evening. What have you learned, or what are you willing to do? Are you going to try one? So you just post specials one after the other. Yes. So I just post specials one after the other. So I'll have an image for number one, and I will post information about the drinking gel and maybe some photographs or stuff. And then I will do an image of number two, and I will post maybe about the creams or about, the C9 with some information on that, maybe some testimonials as well. And I literally go through number 3, number 4, number 5, the whole way to number 6 or number 10 or whatever, however many you want to do. And do you delete the group after a certain time? That's a good question. Some people do, and some people don't. If you have a group that has really good interaction on it and that people are asking really interesting questions, then no, keep it. And you could possibly keep that as a group. So you could keep that as a group for yourself. and your contacts. So keep it if it's a good interactive group, and then every day post something on it about a different product or about a testimonial, or, you know, even just happy Friday, guys, or whatever. Okay. So there's lots of different ways you can do it. Okay. So do you keep the conversation open or close it during the event? Very good question. I have done both ways. So I have, when you go into the admin settings, you can go in and have it that only business owners, only the admin can actually comment. What I have found by doing that is that the interaction and the engagement is not as good. So if you have, if you can do a WhatsApp event like that and have people chatting, you know, that when you've done the 8, the 10 specials, or however many that you're doing, or the, you know, the info, I call them specials, guys, but it's just the information about the product. When it's good to have people then say, hey, Niamh, can you order me number 2? And also, do you have anything for cholesterol? Or, hey, Niamh, can you get me number 5? And also number 6, my mum wants to order number 6. So they will actually talk about the numbers that you have. Instead of the product name, they will actually talk about the numbers that you have given them. So, you know, to keep the conversation open is good, because that will prompt other people to order. So when they see other people ordering, that prompts them to order as well. Let me see. Okay, any more questions, guys? Have you anything else that you would like? Yeah, most people are on WhatsApp. Astrid, I think, I'm just looking at your comment. Maybe delete the app off your phone. So delete the app off your phone, turn off your phone, turn your phone back on, and reinstall the app, and see, does that do anything? See, does that help? Yeah, you can do some videos. Yeah, absolutely. You can do some videos. I know we did a launch. I did a launch a few nights ago for Aoife. And Aoife did a video at the start welcoming everyone. I did a welcome video, and then I think I did a video on the C9, and I think I did a video on something else as well. So you can do a couple of videos, which are good, and then a couple of texts as well. So whatever you want, guys, and play around with it, and remember to play around with it. So you could have lots of different styles. You could have a weight management one. You could have one focusing purely on skincare. There can be so many different ways that you can run with this as well. Okay. Yep, there should be a recording, guys. Absolutely. So that will be sent out. The recording will be sent out to you. So thank you very much, everyone. Great to have you on this evening. We have a business presentation on Tuesday, next Tuesday, and then there will be a training next Thursday as well. So hopefully I will see you guys on that. So thanks a million, everyone. And I will chat to you soon. Bye.